Next thing to do, set the game audio. There we go. That's it. That should give us nice audio. Oops. So, we are currently doing, we started this playthrough a while back. And I've been poking it up. Last time we played on this one online, we had done all of, Philia's missions in storyline down in the hollow area. But today I wanted to go through the climb. Now, we currently have Leafa in our party. Because she's only rank 4. We want to swap her out at some point when she hits 5. Let's see, everybody else. Nobody's a 4, right? Yeah, no one's a 4. It'll be fun, but we'll see how this works out. Digging through everybody's, oh my gosh. Argo's a little lady. She's gonna be a pain in the butt to level up when we have to do that. Anyway, current weapon is Spear. And we're pretty close to maxing it out. Yeah. About 210 points. Then we get the finesse tree. Let's see what we got here. So, one-handed swords are maxed. Rapiers are maxed. Scimitars are maxed. I'm kind of disappointed that, Echoes of Ironcrad doesn't have all the weapons, because it doesn't have scimitars as its own skill. So I love doing one-handed swords. Rapiers are not to go. Daggers are not to go. Dueling we'll never see. One-handed clubs and axes. In this case, it's only clubs. But one-handed clubs and axes makes sense. We have that max currently. Ooh, unlock that. Okay, we have 5. Two-handed axes I was playing with earlier today. That's good. Spears we're almost done with. And... okay. Katanas we've already finished. Two-handed swords we haven't touched. Alright, so if we're gonna go up the tower, we need to go talk to this chick.
Yo!
Or dude, rather. We can accept quests. That are on the floor. Let's accept them all. Because we'll find this stuff as we go anyway, so you might as well accept them all. Get the extra experience for them. He's gonna be so low level. I think these are like level 80 or something like that. Alright, got the store. Welcome to the oh yeah. That's Coco. Coco is a random character that her name pops up as a friend, but you don't see her until you first leave here. 75, I'm sorry. It's even worse than I thought. Now, Coco and her group. Not you. Not sure. They're super low though. We need the bees anyway, so might as well stick around. What is this dude doing out here? Oh, I probably unlocked it from some hollow mission I did. Do we need an item? I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. There's these things. That's fine. That's it. We are super high level. But keep in mind, this was the original game. Because this game came out in 2013? How's it going? And, well, I'm sorry. Hello Fragment came out in 14. Hello Affinity Moment, which is what this section's based on, came out in 13. Got the year prior for the PSP. I need more bees. Why are my bees not respawning? There we go. Killed them too fast. There we go. I thought we were still had singers. But alright, that puts 7. I need more bees. 8. Good. Just need a few more and then we can move on. Always a good time. I said we're just so overwhelmed. That also means that the first playthrough of the tower should go by pretty quickly. Now the story elements aren't going to change, but the playthrough is going to be pretty quick. Because of our level, we're basically already in story mode. And shoot, we might even, if we're lucky, not have any deaths. Okay, cool. We're done with that. So our 12 space stingers, so we can move on to the next zone. We need the boars. These are pretty quick. wasn't even a big guy. And we need one more piggy. Come on, piggy. Oh, it's not up there. Nope. That is a big spider. I need the pig. There he is. That's what I'm looking for. Sweet. Now there's a congregation of people down here. Let's see what they're talking about. What we got? Something wrong? The cave up ahead seems to be a den of a bunch of lizard men. If we continue along, supposedly you'll run into the hordes of them. Okay. That was the only problem. It might be doable. But apparently there's a strong lizard in there too. If you don't beat him, you can't progress further right here. So that's the situation. We're just collecting info from the people. If you're planning on going in, you better brace yourself. Okay. Now then, go in or prep first? That's the question. Alright, well. The rest have already headed back to town. Alright, well, we don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. I don't think... Our map doesn't actually give us anything. It's not like that area where I can just put a map and say, hey, where am I at? This isn't the way to the labyrinth. Oh. Well, that's a bummer. Yes, Hyper Spider? Don't need to. I guess I have to go this way. I want to explore the field. Alright, men, let's go in. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're passing through. Those men definitely have numbers, but they aren't strong. Okay, that's cool. We can live with that. Alright, thanks for the info. I'm gonna go shave just now. I need to go back in my group. Okay. Go do that. Alright, strong lizard man is probably some kind of mid-boss. Yeah, let's go check out the lizard men. They're not gonna be tough to us. Ah, look, a portal. Can't do that until we get to the thing. What is this? Blocking object and an object to disable it. But in order to activate this, looks like you probably have to press it. Yep. Let's look around. Alright. So, we have these guys. Level 60s. 66. Well, they're a level. I mean, I've been playing in the hollow area with level, like, what is it, 130s and 40s? So, you know, this area is like dirt low level. It's like super dirt low level. I guess we're going into here. Try and save these people. Here's silver. Let's save silver. Yeah, I never expected this guy to be strong. Okay. You dead? Yeah. You run away. Deal with this guy. I mean, come on. 86. The service has tougher mobs. You need to fight tougher mobs than that to get here.
Arigato.
Yeah. How about the others? Had him teleport back to town. Good. Alright. Get out of here. Shoot, shoot. Well, that's right. On the way here, there was an object that wouldn't pass, right? Yep. The enemy you beat just now should have the trigger. Okay. I'll check it out later. Good. You go. Go town. We will beat this all up. Now the bishop's dead. We can probably show the rest off to the east side of the map. Right, that was in the last room. I want to see this map. I said the overworld had harder monsters. Which is pretty sad. Because you'd think that this area would be harder than the overworld, and it's not. I don't expect to find anything good down here. But you might as well go for a full clear. Explore the whole dungeon. Okay, so just to give you an idea, the spear that I just picked up look at that number. Look at those numbers. That is terrible stats. I mean, granted, I got some people playing in the hall area and getting gear off named monsters and stuff, so at way higher levels. Now, the 18,000 cool wasn't bad. That's actually fairly decent. Not that I have much use for money. I only have, what, 170 million? It's not a lot of money. All things considered. That's the portal lock. It's locked. But, yeah, it's a mappy. Let's see what we can find. And I could just walk through here. Besides that, I don't pay much attention to me. But that wouldn't be the fun part. The fun part is massacring. Really? It's an empty room. Oh, that's sad. Alright, well. I guess we'll go back this way. There we go, turn that on. Let's go through. Alright. Now let's see here. I guess make the right. None of these guys are gonna last long. Nothing useful. Are you picking up stuff that goes straight to the trash? Get sad. Okay. Looks like over here is a chest. Yeah. Oh, goodbye, dude. So used to things that are such high level. Just means we're gonna plow through this. But since I don't have a map, we're gonna have to make the map. It's our first trip to the dungeon. Now, in order for this to actually be a real challenge, after you've gone through most of the hollow area, it pretty much requires you to beat this like a dozen times. What? Oh, they're struggling with the spider. Alright, let's go save the party. They're out of danger. Now we got Joseph saved. He's good to go. Alright. Thankfully, their levels are not tied to experience they actually gain. Their levels are actually tied to mine. Which I think was a nice play. But it was a bad play, in my opinion, that your friends' levels are not tied to yours. So, as an example, I can check everybody else's levels. Friends. Here's Coco. 117, 116, so on and so forth. And my friends, their levels don't go unless I grind them. Which is a shame, because you'd think that their levels should go up too. But no. They decided that in order for your friends' levels to go up, you have to grind them. Use the overall formula. Okay, that's it for that board. Now let's move on to the next section. There's the labyrinth. Yep. Big spider. Wait, like 190 maybe? No. It might be 190. Oh, it's 100. Not this clip long. Let's see. Got intel on the boss. Okay, let's see over here. Spiders. Nothing here? Yeah. Right. Into the tower, I guess. I wonder how many floors we get through today. That's one big slime. That is one big slime. Big slimes making smaller slimes. Path is just covered in slimes. Well, that's got a lot of hit points for level 1 slime. Small monsters are weak, considering upper floors. Jesus born? I don't know. Guess we'll clean them up. I don't know. Let's see what's over here. This looks like it goes down. Yeah, it's down to chests. Cool. Let's go down and see what's in the chests. Maybe we'll find some more hard-named bosses. why we're going down here. No. I won't be surprised if there's one down here. I just don't have it unlocked yet. Nego Cat has +1. I mean, it's not worth even looking at. I wouldn't be surprised if it's only around the same as the last one. Around 200. Which, for this floor, would make a lot of sense. That's about the right amount of damage that they should be doing at this level. But it's just one of those things. We're gonna pick it all up because we can sell it later. Do I need the money? Not really. I really don't. Oh, unless I want to see the girls in bath towels. Or whatever the special armors are. Yes, that's one of the special armors that you can pick up. And stuff all the girls in bath towels. You boys love that. That one was 86. Now, one thing I do like about the PC version of this game is that I have multiple save files. So if I wanted to come back and play this and not do the hologram at all, and play it just as the original Infinity Moment was programmed, I can do that. Let's check over here. That's a path out. There's a bumper chest here. You get spoiled with the hollow area because you get an overworld map that tells you where everything is. It gives you an idea where all the doors go, how many floors you have, what sections you have. You don't get any of that when you're in the castle. There's advantages to it. It does make it a different type of challenge. Alright, health potions. Left or right? Let's go this way. That one goes up. What's this one do? Oh, this goes up. Alright. Maybe the book goes to the same floor. Yeah, let's check. I'm assuming they both go here. But I want to double check. I don't want to guess. It's easier. Yeah. When you just. But it looks like they're not connected. So I'm going to go back to the other side anyway. If back so we can clear out this full floor. Because that's what we want to see. We want to do full mapping of every floor. I have a lot of hopes for Echoes of Aincrad based on the games they've done over the years, and I really hope they do everything that they plan to do without making it like DLC upcharges and stuff. That would be totally bonkers. When they first announced there was talk of doing all 100 floors, which frankly would take forever if the game was, you know, as designed. Because the main floor would take a long time to get through. You figure, as an MMO, it was actually an MMO style, each of the overworld areas would be probably 20-25 hours on each floor to map them each floor. And then that doesn't count the dungeons and stuff that apparently they're doing the random dungeon design. So when you kick off a dungeon, it's a random map, which I think's amazing. I love the idea. Makes it feel more old school by mixing in the random dungeons with fixed dungeons. Gives you that old school vibe, which is cool. But it does mean that it's going to be simplified, potentially oversimplified. That's what I'm looking for. And we don't want to see potentially oversimplified. We want to see, you know, good stuff. We want to see good board designs, good layouts, good monster design. I just wish it had. Now the demo didn't have it. Doesn't mean they don't have it in the full game. All the same weapons that they've had throughout the rest of the games, which includes spears apparently. And they do not have spears in the demo. They do have both two-handed swords and two-handed axes. And they have one-handed swords, daggers, mace and axe. One-handed mace and axe, I should say. And they have, what is it? Sword, rapier, dagger, mace, axe, two-handed axe, two-handed sword. We can say about half the weapons of all of the games that come out prior. It's like, starting with this one, they had scimitars, spears, what is it? Yeah, katanas, which is separate from two-handed swords, and that game it might be combined. Spears. Dueling doesn't count. Scimitars. Yeah, so pretty much just 3. There's the opens they didn't have. And that's okay. They can always add it later if they didn't add it in the full release. All these junk weapons I'll sell off. Oh, he's throwing AoE still. Sorry guys. I had to hit y'all in one swing. And I always forget which attacks which. Okay, so that's that quest. Now, so that one's complete. Valley herbs, bee stingers. All right, so I just need to pick up the herbs somewhere on the floor. But it's probably in that section they wouldn't let me go to. So I have to turn that setting and go back. Feels different from the other floors. Yeah, hit the washroom? Don't know. Guess ship us out to find out. Alright. Yeah. Just tootling the washroom. Tootling the washroom vibe. Not that we can't sell all the bosses. Hell, at this level, we could probably beat the last boss at this point. Alright, except the quarter crystal. Can I stay here and just go in anyway? Aww. I have to go back. That's a bummer. I was hoping it would let me just, go without assault team just to annihilate the boss. Yes, you know what the boss room is. Alright. Alright. Look around town. Blah, blah, blah. Next day. We'll have a story element. Alright. Konnichiwa desu, Papa. Yeah, I was crowded because we're going to have to watch.
テーブルでトランプをやっている人がいるんです。そこがすごく盛り上がってて。
Poker.
パパはやったことありますか？
お、なんだキリト。ポーカーをやるっていうなら付き合ってやってもいいぜ。
Okay. I forgot all the side quests.
何何？こっちでもポーカーやるの？
おう、構わないぞ。人数が多い方が面白いからな。
With Strea? That's dangerous.
勝ったら何がもらえるの？
そうか。考えてなかったな。店のメニューから何か一品おごるってのはどうだ？
Oh my gosh, she's gonna give up an item out of the shop.
そんなの全然嬉しくないよ。
Ouch.
ひどい言われようだな。じゃあ何にするよ。
お金をかけるのはダメだよ、キリト君。
Yeah, we can't bet with money.
だという。
The other shouldn't use anything that might start a fight. Yeah, it's a good choice.
ご褒美ですか？
Oh no,
Oh.
favors.
パパを一日独り占めできたらとっても嬉しいです。いいじゃんいいじゃん。商品はそれに決定ね。
Oh jeez. Told you.
話は聞かせてもらったわ。当然私も参加させてもらうわよ。
Everybody's in.
面白そうだし私も参加する。
This is a scene, you know, because Philia's in here, that they had to actually set this script up twice, whether you have Philia or not.
はいはい私も参加します。私もやります。
There's probably also a tag here if you happen to have.
ちょっと待った。この流れで俺が参加しないってのもおかしな話だよな。
You can.
キリトの独占権を奪って存分にこき使ってやるぜ。
私も少し興味あるから参加するわね。
よし、わかった。
Okay.
優勝商品はキリトの独占権で決まりだ。
I better win.
ポーカーって話だったが、人数が多いからな。ちょっと特殊なルールを使おう。カジノでよくプレイされているテキサスホールデムを元にしたポーカーにするのがいいだろう。
Yeah,
手
yeah,
持
pay
ちの
takes
チッ
off.
プを
Good
使い
choice.
切ったら脱落。最終的に一番稼いだやつが優勝だ。これ以上やりたくなかったらフォールド。掛け金を上乗せしたいときはレイズと叫ぶんだぞ。ルールは分かったか？じゃあ、ゲーム
Yeah,
を
that's
始め
how
よ
it
う。
works. It's no good. I got fold.
私もフォールド。
Options out.
私の番ね。これならほぼ間違いなく勝てるわ。勝負するっきゃないでしょ。よーし、私は全掛けのオールイン。これで勝てなかったら脱落なんだから、なんとかなってよ。コール
Strea
も
calls.
ちろんだよ。ふっふっふ。
Got lock lids.
ショーダウン。それじゃあ手札を見せてくれ。
じゃじゃーん。
What you got?
ストレート。
Ouch.
残念でした。キングの3カードも強いんだけどね。勝ちを確信しちゃダメだよ。何事も失敗の可能性はあるでしょ。悔しい。ピナ、どうしたらいいと思う？思い切ってレイズするべきかな。普通にコール？
Uh-huh.
どうしよう。順番が来ちゃうよ。
Oh, jeez.
はい。レイズで。
よし、
Alright.
全員終わったな。
やっぱりダメだった。負けちゃった。
So it's done.
しょんぼりしないで。ピナのせいじゃないよ。負けちゃったのは残念だけど、私は楽しかったよ。チップも減ってきたし、今回はみんな消極的だし、思い切って勝負に出るかな。ベッド。
She's gonna lose.
何のこと？キリト君こそ無理しないで降りた方がいいんじゃない？
Uh-huh. But he's gonna call anyway.
キリト君、無理は体に良くないよ。
ショーダウン。
Yeah.
ジャックの3カー
Yep, leave us out. Uh-huh.
ド？悔しい。絶対に勝ちたかったのに。
Uh-huh. She's out. Oh no, Glenn's about to
来
lose.
たぜ来たぜ。俺のところにも運が巡ってきたぜ。勝負だキリト。オールイン。
betting the house, huh?
あ
Yes.
あ、いいとも。俺の手札は最強だ。キリトに勝ち目はねえぞ。降りるなら今のうちだぜ。
Client's gonna lose next.
なんで降りねえんだよ。
Nope. Press left your way through. Revolves done.
くそー、また美味しいところを全部キリトに持っていかれるのかよ。
That's he's out.
やったー、すっごくいい役ができちゃったよ。これはオールインだね。
All
レ
right.
イズ、え、どうして？
Strea's in it. Philia raises. Love it.
リーファもクラインも同じようなことを言っていたけど、結局ブラフだったじゃない。って、4カード？だからいい役ができたって言ったじゃん。私は嘘なんてつかないよ。
That's where
負けた。
Strea's treating. Oh no.
今残っているのはシノンだけ。だとしたら
Huh?
オールインよ。うん、間違いない。コール、
Oh no.
クラブのフラッシュ、私の勝ちね。
Ouch.
そんな
Austin is out.
やったー。これで残るは私とキリトとシノンの3人。とっとと優勝を決めちゃおう。
This ought to
負け
be
るつ
good.
もりはないわ。はあ、勝ちたかったな。誰が勝っても悔しいだけだし、こうなったらキリト君を応援するしかないな。頑張ってください、キリトさん。
If you do wins, it's whatever you want.
カードを配るぞ。
おお、これは最強のカードと言わざるを得ないよ。
No.
どうしようかな。
Yep, she's in.
コール、
She calls. Got a 10 and king on hand. Got 2 kings and ace. And a 10 and a 6. Alright.
じゃじゃーん、キングの3カードだよ。
Full house set of kings full of 10s. It's a close one.
そんな強い手札が最後の勝負に入るの？はあ、
Yeah.
やっぱりキリトはすごいや。負ける気しなかったんだけどな。
Alright, so who's gonna win? Shan? Oh no.
残念だけど私の負けよ。
Kirito wins his insanity.
キリト君、勝ったんだね。さすがパパです。すごいです。でもご褒美はどうしましょうか。そうだよ。商品が勝っちゃったら勝
Should be another match.
ここは再勝負で。
Oh no. Okay, since I can't very well have a day with myself, because they won't leave me alone. Yep, there's Yumi wins.
パパが私を独り占め
Because she wasn't playing anyway.
うん、それなら。
それじゃここらで解散か。
お疲れ。負けちゃったけど面白かったよ。
お疲れ。
お疲れ様。何？
Yeah.
なぜそんなことを聞くの？
Yeah.
それを答えてもいいの？それを答えて、もし私が勝っていたら私が商品をもらうことになるけど。なんて冗談よ。私の負けだった。信じるかどうかはキリト次第だけど。
Yeah. Nope. Is it? Yep. Good choice. Just take the win. Alright. At this point, I need to find where's the at? Try. It's not available. What am I supposed to be doing at this point? I got those to turn in. Vita is not on the board. There's Asuna. Okay, what's up? Up on the boss room. Repel members tonight. Supplicate fighters. Yep. Boss battle meetings. Make sure you do all this stuff first. Yep. I'm aware. Yep, don't worry about that. So, does that mean Leaf is back on the board? No, for some reason she's not trackable. Someone's hiding.
Yo.
Alright. I have 2 done. I gotta go back and find the ladybugs. There we go. So we can get all the boss intel. So, since I can't have, Lefa, we have somebody who's banal. Can't use Yui. She's a non-combat in this game. Asuna. That's safe. So, yeah, I want to go visit the holiday. I need somebody who's high level. There's nothing to believe, but I mean, Elizabeth might be okay. Yeah, I guess we can use Elizabeth. She's 110. She's in the game. There's Elizabeth. Elizabeth, let's take you.
ああ、キリトじゃない。
She's got a hollow area quest she wants to go do.
幸いなことに全品売り切れよ。嬉しい限りよ。願ってもない提案ね。だけど、いいの？獣系のモンスターがドロップする素材よ。もち。
High quality areas.
なるほど。フォローエリアか。助かるわ。フォローミッションってのをやるのね。よろしく頼むわね。何をターゲットにするか度忘れしちゃったら。
I'll do her quest line later. We're not going to the hell area. Not doing the boss thing. Oh. Oh yeah, outside. Not the dungeon. I wanted to backtrack. Should just gone out the main gate. It's fine. Because we need to, go grab the ladybug stuff. And the fact that I can't take Leva, who I was trying to level up. It's fine, I was useless. It's all good. I just dodge all the fights in my way. It's okay. Always a good fun party. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing how Echoes of Aincrad is going to handle the levels, and if they're going to take us all the way to the top, or if they're just going to stop us at 75 and just leave it there. I'm so hoping that last year they have the whole dungeon. And it's complete, and, you know, it's very well laid out and thorough. Not like half-assed. Like this year, for the PSP, this particular game was very in-depth and high quality. Because the PSP didn't have a lot of space. Because it was on UMD drives, which meant that they had about, I don't know, maybe 100 megs of space? I think it was. On the UMD drive. Sure. Because the mini CD, the mini discs, the normal mini discs were about 50-ish megs, but the UMD format was actually a little deeper, had about twice the space. UMD is the same base format that they're using for early Blu-rays. But not exactly identical. So. It didn't have the same compression ratio, but it was pretty close. Oh! Get rid of that thing. Okay, here's a named officer. Alright, so what's he gonna call? This is probably one that I summoned from Fragment. Because this is not a boss room. It's kind of tucked over here in the way, out of play. Nope, that was the best I was gonna work. Okay. Got some boots out of the video. Good. Armor is one of those things that up here might actually be better than what you get in the hall area. Because the hall area doesn't do much for armor. Now there is some armor down there. That's not like the hard named monsters or whatever. But not a lot of it. But it does exist. Sure. We're just trying to do a map of the zone for any boss mobs that exist. These guys don't stop me from getting chests, though, that's for sure. That's how low level they are. Even the game doesn't count them as a threat. Because if you have a threat, then you can't do anything. I don't see the ladybugs. I don't think that's just for ladybug. I may have misread it. I'm sure. Thanks, guys. So two things. First, map. There's a chest I missed. Second quest. Girl's Wish. Valley herbs. In the ravine, collect herbs. Alright. So you go back to the ravine area. So that gives us everything on this floor. We just need the ravine information. Spider Strand Plains. Ravine's actually the next section over, I think. It's the other side of the Ravenous underpass. Up here. Around the corner. Hang the right. Spider Valley. Where's the ravine? I thought this is the ravine. It's the Spider Valley. Right. Victim's Trail. Because that would be with plant monsters. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. Let me reset. What? What? Why? I have to just walk back. Right, because it's in the ravine. Oops. Away. Which is not this area. Wait. Uh-huh. This is the spider. Where's what we're looking for? There's nothing down there. Why the voice changer? Not the voice changer. I have a crappy voice. I also have a heavy filter for background noise. So it sounds like I'm using a voice changer between the two. the reality is, I'm not. It's just me. I don't have one of those, you know, cute or attractive voices. It is unfortunate. Teleport is over here. Exterior. Summer Valley, Catholic back. You know what? We'll just go for what we got. Just go in. We don't need it. It'll be fine. Straight distribution. Not fantastic, but, you know. It'll be fine. Yeah.
なんだ
Yeah. Check the balance time. I'm good. Okay. Hold on to oh great. I guess I have to do that last information quest.
よ
Okay. Got the spiders one. I go back and find whatever we're looking for anyway. Your turn. Who cares? Oh, I've waited Philia, then all my emails got hacked. Ugh. I was doing this for a while. Not lately. I have played Fatal. Okay, I've played this game all the way through. I've played Fatal Bullet all the way through. Lost Song, ALO versus Excel World, Hollow, Actualization. The only one I haven't played is Outstation and Underworld. I own them. I just haven't played them all the way through. But I have beaten everything up to that point. And the funny thing is, this one's my favorite, followed by Fatal Bullet. Realization is actually pretty solid. But Lost Song and Excel World versus SAO is probably is the ones I'm like, these are just garbage. They were just flat out garbage, in my opinion. Need the poison spiders. Need the rarity in there yet. Right. Let me check something real quick. It is not there yet, that's how that's. It's not, okay. But no, Fatal Bullet's my second favorite game. The mechanics and the playstyle on that were a lot of fun. I'll just die. Yeah, me too. Spiders. I think it's in the next section when that's got the spider area. And we'll see what that comes out. Oh, I have played Fatal Bullet on PS4. I do not have my PC version up to snuff. So, and while my PS4 does still work just fine, it's one of those things. Wait, is that really work? Ah, there it is. Alright. It's in here somewhere. Just gotta find it. I didn't see any other spots. PlayStation is what I played on most anyway, but can't help with that in PC. Yeah. And I haven't touched Fatal Bullet in ages, so even if I was to pick it up, it would require me to relearn the game at a minimum anyway. There's my 3 herbs. I was just moving too fast. Can I use my teleport crystal to get out of here? Yeah. That's time to let me use it. But even if I did, I think my Fatal Bullet was literally just, and I mean just, finish the story maybe a little more.
Yo!
So, anyone who's actually played semi-seriously would have way higher level characters in gear than I do. Alright, so turn that in. That gives me all the intel. Anything else here? Nope. Oh yeah, no. It's actually appreciated. I'm backlogged. No, I appreciate that part. I really do. But,
なんだ
right now I'm playing this one just because I was bummed out that the demo for Echoes of Minecraft was so short. So that was a bum, in my opinion.
よし
I was hoping it to be a little longer than it was, but it's fine. And so I've got that coming up
攻略
next
会議を
month.
始めましょう
And then I have I'm playing Blueprints right now. Absolutely fun puzzler. So and I normally only stream on Friday and Saturday. I just happen to be on holiday this week. So
どうかな頼むな
よし
because of that, I've been able to,
それ
stream
では
all
ボス
week.
の攻略に向かいましょう
But I'll continue this one tomorrow. But when I have the opportunity, I'm gonna go through the rest of Hello Fragment, and then I hadn't decided which game I was gonna play next from this series. Because I don't have enough time, maybe. I might have enough time to grind out one of the other games. At least through the main story before Aincrad comes out. I just hope it's better than Fractured Daydream. That was such a disappointment. Story was fantastic in Fractured Daydream. But the... Just die. Yeah, I just want you to die. Yeah, I actually got it. I messed up. I missed it again. That one I got. And... yeah, looks like... did we lose somebody? Yeah, did we lose somebody? I can't tell. Yeah, we did lose somebody. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna go for a perfect run this time around. They're not a high enough level.
了解
Oh well. That was tough, though. Getting a perfect run. When I was doing that on the PS4. I think I had to be around like level 200 or something like that. Yeah, jumped to the 77th floor.
おうキリトこの
Thanks, SAO. And I'm not really concerned about running our town. But we're gonna have a story element here. So I take a nap. I go downstairs. I have a message. From Asuna. Okay, whatever. What's the story today?
キリトさんのお手伝いしますって言ったのはいいけど今の私のレベルじゃ迷宮湖なんてとてもいけないよねこんなことなら何か生産系のスキルも取っとけばよかったな戦闘しなくても経験値稼げたのに
What's Silica want?
どうしようピナ私ただの役立たずだよあ、キリトさんもちろん暇です
Take Silica out.
はいもしかしてこれってデートのお誘い
Oh, yeah.
でもそういえばでもキリトさんから誘ってきたんだからでも
And she's gone nuts.
ここって
The store can also place orders or products. Yep. Mass weaponry, food. Okay. Uh,
そうだね
oh.
こんなのはどうだい
Side
ピクル
quests.
スとかチーズとか発酵食品が多いですね。あ、これなんていいかも。
She's not
リ
paying
ンゴのシ
attention.
ロップ漬け。
Don't overdo it. Don't get any XP if you pick out. Yes.
もうからかわないでください。私そんなに食いしん坊じゃないです。
How bad is
だ
that?
けどこれなら料理系スキルがなくても料理を作ることができるよね。
Yeah, the demo could have been.
そしたらキリトさんに。
Well, no, it didn't need to be more flashy. The controls were good. The
なんでもないです。
layouts of the maps was solid. I'd like to see more just let you just wander than being such tightly controlled. But because it's the prologue or demo, it was very controlled to what you could do.
水車ですね。この階層にもあったんだ。
I'm hoping that
っていうことは
when they actually do the full release, you can just wander the floor.
小麦を製粉してこねればパンを作ったりもできるかも。
Because that would be, a huge difference. I also want to see the chest
そうですね。
reset
これなら私にもできそうです。キリト
rather
さ
than
ん、
just being one and done.
私のことをちゃんと考えてくれて頑張ってクエストい
Because
っ
some
ぱい
of
こ
the
なして
games, like this
キリ
one,
トさんの
that was one of the biggest draws. Is that you, when you go back to an
ちょっ
area,
とぼーっとしちゃってま
the
した。
chest would respawn, and you can get more gear, or you can get more resources, or whatever.
頑張ります。
And that helped
わざわ
build
ざ
your
教えて
character
くれ
up.
てありがとう
Something
ござ
they
い
did
まし
really
た。
well in Vita Bullet. And realization was good,
今日はいっ
in
ぱい
that
いい
respect,
ことあったね。私にもで
I
き
think
そうな
Phil
ク
will
エスト
handle
も
it
見つ
better.
かったよ。それにデートじゃないけどキリトさんと一緒にいろんなところ行けたし。あれ、もしかしてこれって結局デートしてたってことなんじゃ。
Yes, 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 yes.
ピナ、どうしよう。キリトさんには
She's still panicking about this.
これって不倫っていうやつじゃ。
No, well, technically, yeah, he is married in the game, so.
でも
But he's also dating everybody else, too.
キリトさんといると楽しいし。
Open world, open chest respawning would be. Now, one thing that they did say, both in the demo and in some of like the over on like X and stuff, is that quests are repeatable, and more importantly, okay. I don't care, Camilla.
よーし。
キリト、
I do not
レベ
want to
ル
talk
効
to
率
you.
よくレベ
You
こ
want your
っち
bow.
はそ
I know you want your bow. I did not mean to hit the button.
なんだか
No,
それじゃあそれから
you want your bow. I know what you want. What's he want?
あ、キリト君ちょっと聞きたいこと言いたくないことだったらそれで構わないんだけどあなたに聞くのが
Let's get to the part where I need to make it.
私たちってアインクラッドに来たの最近でしょ。
They drop it. The weapon and armor blueprints makes sense. Yeah, the blueprint idea I think is good.
だから月明騎士団だっけ？
But
それと
weapon blueprints kind of doesn't matter when you're going to be getting drop gear, drop weapons from like monsters anyway. There's really no point in weapon blueprints that aren't like
アスナさんってすごいんだ。それで
In my
ヒスクリフはニュース
I was gonna talk.
ただいまです。
半分以上は頼まれた買い物とは関係ない店だったよな。
So I find that
ちょ
it's
っと寄り
useful,
道する
but
ぐらいいいじゃない。
I'd rather just the items and just be able to junk them.
さつい楽しくて。ちょっと
In my opinion, that's just a better
キリト
better
君に
idea.
ヒスクリフ。75歳で起きたこと。
I picked
あ
up
まりか。それ
what was it? Probably
私もいなかったから聞きたいな。
I played the 5 missions they give you, and I played 2 of them twice, so I could test out longsword and I'm sorry, the two-handed sword and the two-handed axe. Which I like the two-handed sword. That one's good. Two-handed axe is okay. Mace
そ
is
のことについて
okay.
は俺から説明させてくれ。
Dagger's fun. Rapier is
多大
kind
な
of
犠
meh.
牲を払いつつ、俺たちは75層のボスを倒すことに成
One-handed
功
sword's
したわ
not
けだ。
bad.
その後だ。ヒースクリフがイモータルオブジェクト、最強のその目論見みを答えは決まっていいだろう。戦いは彼こっちの
And I
二
could
刀流に
definitely
対し、
see
ヒースクリフは新鮮左右から攻撃を繰り出せば非常な
myself
正確さで
playing either
的確に攻撃を叩き落としていく。
or two-handed
防
sword.
戦一方かと思えばこちらの隙を見て確実な一撃を仕掛けてくる。
You have to over and over for chips. Yeah, I know.
戦いは続いた。
But considering they
Shush.
drop,
諦めるなんてことはありえない。
weapons drop. If the weapon drop rates are the same in the full
やつ
game
が
as they are
そ
in
そ
the
れから
demo, you're never gonna craft weapons.
地響きこうしてヒースクリフを見事打ち砕いた。まったく
ちょっ
There'll
と
be absolutely no point to it. Now, like I said,
でもびっくりした。
once you get to end
キ
game,
リト
once the
君が
end game
世
is,
間を騒がせ
You'll
た
level 100
あの
whatever.
大事件の首謀者を
Then I
倒
can
し
see
た
it.
なんて。
yeah, I can see
ですよね。キリト
some
さ
of
ん
them
はやっ
being
ぱり
really
すごい
good
です。でも終わってないじゃない。
in different, scenarios.
そんなことがそれにしても私も
Heavy axe would
キ
be
リトが
good
強いのは知
for
っていたけど
bosses, you're right.
そこまでとは思わなかったな。
Longsword is good for,
そうです。パパはとっても
large
強い
single
です。
targets like bosses.
向かうところ敵なしで
But
す
it's
から。
also really comfortable for AoE control.
いいじゃない。
Dagger
Mama,
is great for single targets because
パパ
it's
もマ
fast
マ
but
も
it's a
大
lot
好
of
きで
damage.
さ。ありがとう。
Rapier,
説
like
明
I
し
said,
てくれ
Rapier's
てあ
kind
り
of
がと
bad.
ね、キリト君。
Longsword's, a good mid-range
いろいろ分かったわ。
weapon. Mace is good mid-range. But I think I liked the mace and the rapier the least.
よろしくた。
I don't care about the side stories. I need to find Miss Leafa and I don't care about Liz.
いらっしゃい、キリト。それはキリトが急に訪ねてくるかもしれないから。ああ、じゃなくて、お店が散らかっていたらお客さんへの印象も悪いでしょ。
So, yeah, it's one of those things. It's gonna
そう
be
いうわけ
interesting
だ
to
か
see.
ら、キリトにも
But it all
掃
comes
除を
down
手
to
伝っ
what
て
they
もらお
do
うか
with it.
な。そうね。
Hopefully.
とりあえず武器の中であまり質が良くないものを集めてくれる？
For
全部
me,
練
it's
習
still
用
too
に
loud.
直
I
そう
don't
と
know
思う
for
の。
me, it's still too loud. It's distracting. But it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that.
キリト、
I like to see
作業
something
進んで
more
る？
along the lines of what they did with realization. big map areas,
山って
lots of quests. Felt more like an actual, you know, light MMO or something. Yeah. Honestly, I think
そうだ
the deck that is more based on the damage of the weapon that you have than the stagger being okay.
うん
Yeah,
少しで
the
も
death game,
そうだといいんだけどね
that was, to my opinion, that was the
でも
only reason to
あり
pre-order
が
it,
とう、
is to be able to
ねえ
start
なんか
death game.
何お茶くらい出さなきゃいけないのに私では気が利かないね
Until you beat the game once or whatever the requirement is.
鍛冶屋なのに変や
Yeah, because it's probably gonna be like, oh, you have to beat the
バスだ
game, or
と同じ
you
こ
have
と
to
言
get
う
to a
んだ
certain
ね
point.
なんでもないさ
I just
作
hope
業終わ
it's
ら
like
せちゃいま
it's
しょ
a nice, full, complete game, and then I kind of like micro mall DLC. The heck out of us in order to get the full game.
キリト
All right. Where's Eva hiding? Town square. Don't care about the friends. What I care about is finding Levi. It's only if you don't have the yes.
よーしよーしキリトくん
よし
なになに
And in my opinion, that is the reason to pick up
お兄ちゃん
the pre-order at the higher level. The items I think are going to be, you know, for any of the deluxe and above, the deluxe and the ultimate version. I think the system's going to be kind of meh. Oh, not that. The gear. So you got like the weapons and the armor that are free. That'd be like fine to each like level 10 or whatever. But well, I'd say level 20. I can say I'll actually get to level 10. You know, 20, 25, maybe 30. But after that, not gonna matter. A bug 10 minutes in was in the save zone. Damaged him at the terminal for max damage. What? I mean, I found some bugs, but nothing like that. Most of the ones I found were like graphical bugs. I didn't see anything that you know, flat out murdered you in the safe zone. Wait, did you find a way to glitch a wall or something? See, now I'm curious what the bug was so I can go record myself dying to it. Anything else? Nope, we're good. Alright. So that's the quest for 77. Use the teleport gate. Teleport gate. Vertebra. He was like 10 minutes in while the game really hard judging the game. Yeah, no kidding. Probably overheating. Maybe. Weapon shop, armor shop, and let's have a look at the weapon shop real quick. Anything here? It's actually worth it, Arm. Didn't think so. Armor shop, and here with it, Arm. Always possibilities. Fairy pendant. What's that do? Defense and agility. That's actually not bad. This is Hollow Fragment. This came out on the Vita as a DLC plus original game from Infinity Moment that came out on the PSP. And right now we're playing through the PSP version of it. So, here we go. Game seems stat-based. Seems boring, easy, honest. Well, all of the games are stat-based. That's just the way the Sword Art Online series is. Some of them handle it better than others. Like Fatal Bullet handles it really well. This game handles it really well. As an example, so what we're playing here is Infinity Moment. But this is the Hollow area for Hollow Fragment. Tons of zones. This starts with this area here, which is the first area you're in. It's the same difficulty, or actually it's a little harder, but it's basically the same difficulty as what we're currently in right now. And then it goes harder around the loop. And this is the hardest section of the game. And these are the different quests that you can go pick up. Like this one here is a boss quest that requires level 163. Oh, recommends level 163, I should say. You can do it lower than that, but those hard named bosses they're really punchy. I mean, the floor bosses, what are you? Here's the Griffin. What's the Wyvern? Ah! Hard named boss, Wyvern. Yeah, I know. We kill this guy. But in this game, and some of the games do it better than others, like the Lost Song and SAO World versus SAO were, in my opinion, both very boring, very stat-based, not great PvE. Controls were janky, and just, they weren't great games. And the PvP in some of the games is pretty solid. But in this one, there is no PvP. It does have a co-op mode, though. But there's no PvP in this one. Lost Song had PvP, but it was terrible. It had PvP. I don't remember if Lost Song had PvP. I had PvE. Fatal Bullet had PvP and PvE for co-op. I don't remember all of them. It's been a while since I've played most of the games. I have been poking at this one for a while. So I remember the most about this game. But when it comes to some of the other games in the franchise, I haven't poked at them. And like I was saying before, you may not have been here yet. I do have Analysis Underworld, but I have not played it. Back to might say to get to him. But right now I'm trying to burn my way through this one. Like I said, the hardest things to do in this game is reach level 250. Let's see, it's reached 250. Get through all 25, all the boss fights without losing a member. Get the last attack bonus on all the floors. On all 25 floors. Yeah, it's pretty much the highlight list of the super hard ones in this one. Rare mushrooms in the forest and treants.
Nani?
Don't care about you. Whatever you do. I'm here because I need you to become friendly. That's what I need. You're only a 4, I need you to be a 5. Until you're 5, I can't go on your date. Okay, we're done with slimes. Go down, grab the next checkpoint. Yeah. I just enjoy the concept of stats being a good tool, but not everything carries you. But correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't stats everything in the game? So it's all about the grind. That is actually part of it. But not the whole game. So some of the games, the stats are the only thing that matters. This game, in the overworld here, stats kinda matter. But in the case of the hollow area, it's all about gear. Getting the right weapons. More than your actual level. Because if I can and have killed level 200 hard-named monsters. I have done it. With my character as he is. It's not easy, but it is doable. It takes time, it takes patience, and you have a better chance of dying because your partner dies than you do because you die. Yes, but that's the thing, is like, it's not really that important in this game. In this game, it's more important to have your partner's level close to yours, because they tend to not die as fast. And that's what kills me more than anything else in boss fights. Is my partner dying. Not me actually dying. Due to low stats. And part of that is because while you can give them armor and weapons, there's a lot of armors and weapons they can't use. So, you look at items here. Equipment, let's go say. As an example, Vita can only use a one-handed sword. And I can give her any one-handed sword. She's got a decent one on right now. It's not a great one, but it's a decent one. But I can also upgrade her armor. But since you can only upgrade their weapon and their armor. You can't upgrade any other equipment they own. Because of that, it means that you don't have as many ways to buff your partners, so their level matters more than their gear. And in your case, with your character, it kind of matters in a bit of both. But you can use anything. As an example, I was keying level 140s, 150s about 10 levels ago with, where is it? This one. The quarry milk. I was beating up with this one, which is probably one of the weakest hammers I have. But it did just fine. You know, it's one of those things that the stats on the equipment doesn't matter as much as level in this game. This game is more about the level than it is about stats. If your stats are high enough, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm saying not stats. If your level's high enough, it doesn't matter. It's based on the old school mentality of if a monster is a certain number of levels above or below you, they'll be easier or harder because you don't do as much damage or you're not accurate enough or whatever the metrics are. In this game, it's not that they get more hit points or you do more damage necessarily, though that is part of it. It's more of their evasion rate. So if I go fight something that's, say, around level 96, 196, that is a non-boss, I might miss every 1 in 15, 1 in 20 attacks. Now, I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I can still grind it down in a reasonable amount of time. Now, if I'm fighting a boss at that same level, I will hit it probably 1 out of every 5 to 10 hits will actually hit. Because his evasion rate's high. And because your partner's evasion rate is also tied to the level, and their evasion rate's going to be pretty garbage, depending on what the level difference is. It makes them like a sitting duck target for bosses that are above level. They just blow them away. Yes, this is on PC. I'm actually playing on PC through Steam. There we go. Wise trees. You actually need those. I do actually have it on PS4. The one I don't have on PS4 is everything after realization. So the two Alicization games. I don't have that one, and I'm not buying Ironcrad because that's on PS5, and I don't have a PS5. I'm gonna have no intention of buying a PS5. How am I item? That's my item count at. We're okay. It's not great. Oh, did I missed a spot. Oh well. Clear off my weapons here. Now, once we find the boss, we'll be fine. Quests. What are we missing? So, I've got that one. I'm missing the sticky sap. Rare mushrooms. Alright, so we need to collect the mushrooms from the mushroom fields. That's a random find. It is a random find. I just gotta pay attention. Alright, that's that. I have that on PlayStation, not PC. To be honest, I read it fractured. It's a huge disappointment. Only upside is the cute, good picture quality characters related to that. Yes! The visuals in it I thought were fantastic. The story I thought was good. But once you get past the relatively short story and you get into the grind portion of the game, where you're co-op grinding, there weren't enough boards, there weren't enough maps, there just wasn't enough to do, in my opinion, to warrant the actual cost of the game. In my opinion, the game was too expensive for what little we got. We got more co-op content out of this game back in 2014 than we did out of Fractured Daydream, in my opinion. Oops, not that. Two more. Where are the last two mushrooms? Mushrooms. In this zone, so I gotta find them. Right here, there it is. Or is that the one I already got? Oops, the one I already found. Alright. Maybe this one? No. Maybe this spot? Nope. Let me check over here. Whoop, not there. That'll take me back over to the next zone. We need to find the mushroom. For like one or two mushrooms. I got my sap. I just need that. Now, Genshin Impact, I thought, was a pretty game. But the whole micro mall stuff was just too much. honestly don't turn my PlayStation on more than... God, I think I haven't turned it on in a couple of months now. However, you are more than welcome to send me a private message, and I will look you up later on. You can reach me either through channels here, or you can reach me through X or over on Blue Sky. Talk tonight. Where's that stupid other tier somewhere? I don't know where it's at. Oh yeah, you can shoot me on Discord too. But yeah, you can just send it to me in a private message. It says not broadcast to the world. I'm not a fan of, you broadcasting it in the chat or whatever, because it just means you're in for spam at some point from the bots. Where is it? I don't see the note I'm looking for. I'm missing one node, and I've either passed it or I somehow just can't find it. Wherever that works out. There it is. Found it. Oh, there's still one more. Really? Short one. Stupid mushroom. Hey, at least it's not as bad as some games I've played. If you have not watched it, Shangri-La Frontier makes a joke at the epic grind of trying to find items in poorly balanced games. And yeah, they make a joke of it, and it's funny because it's true. Where you'll spend like 14 hours, 15 hours trying to find an item that you just cannot find. Either through bad RNG, through just bad luck, or because there's like caps on the number of times it will spawn a day or whatever. Seen that? Who did that? WoW did that. When you're doing your daily and weekly quests. Some of the items were capped to the number of times it would spawn in a day. I've changed that. That was a huge problem back in the beginning of the game. Yeah, the bots are just terrible. Alright, I'm just gonna move on because I am not seeing this mushroom. And maybe there's more forest and I can get more mushrooms later on. Or maybe just resetting the zone will fix it. Look, it's the Labyrinth Tower. Alright. Uh-huh.
分かったよ。
Alright, so let's reset the zone, go back here. And there's one right over here. Right here. Okay. Like I said, there is a spot in here I'm not finding. We'll come back. Definitely come back for that. I think it's the last one I need, right? Yeah, just find that one lost spot. Gotta go make friends with... Alright, let's say hi to the new friends. You're in the wrong zone, girl. Yeah, you're not gonna get sticky tree sap here more than likely. So there's two zones, up and down. Oh no, you can sticky tree sap here. You're just not gonna hit the mushrooms here. Go. Let's see what's up. This is the big tree end up here. I want to kill the big tree. Yeah.
Arigato.
Oh, she got her sticky tree sap. Cool. I'm in the middle of a fight. Ooh. Superior named monster. How about these? That's it. All I got was... I must not have unlocked his drop yet. How shameful. Alright. Yeah. The Camilla is what level? Friends. Camilla is 85 and change. See, this is the problem. They're all low. That's why we lost that one the other guy. It's because they're all pretty low level. They gonna fight anything? I don't know if they're gonna fight anything or not. And they were fighting when we first met them. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not worried about them leveling up. That's usually something you do.
何かな
later on. Because like if I take them out and level them up, which is what they expect you to do.
なんだ
I also have the ability to upgrade their gear. See, look at this garbage here. And these are the people that we're entrusting ourselves to not die with. That's the labyrinth entrance. Where's that go? Here's still the other side goes. Oh, fine. Just be gone. Where's me? So that goes to the labyrinth. Where does this one go? Special monster dwells nearby. To Vita. Cool. What? Ah, Camilla. Thanks. Dex potions. We don't need them, but thank you. Now, if you were playing it, if you're doing this where you were not going into the hall area first, it would be way harder. You'd be farming constantly up here. Because you have to. Otherwise you'd die a horrible death. An absolutely horrible death. Whenever you got to the bosses. And the boards are so short that you really have nowhere to farm experience. Barrels. Alright, this way. Following that right wall. Looking for a treasure chest. Mapping the board out. Don't care about. Ew. I have a. I would do it that needs to die. And you're in the way. This guy's gonna be potentially a tough monster. Okay, so not as bad as that. Skip. Boom, boom, done. That one's complete. Easy peasy. Grab the chest. Grab the chest. Care about them. Do you want a map? Always get the map data. Now the new game, the way they've got dungeons set up is the maps aren't gonna matter. Because the maps are gonna reset every time you enter the dungeon anyway. The map layouts are gonna be like tiles that can be fitted together randomly, but that's gonna be bad. Bye. Get in the way. I keep forgetting to do that. These guys are solo experience. You gotta remember to do that in order to stand a chance of getting anything when you get to my level. The thing is, I'm also not using the best weapon for this game anyway. Because well, Spear is good for AoE. It is not good for bosses. You're not good at bosses fast. There's other weapons that do it faster. They do far more single target damage. But I'm leveling up my mace, so I'm leveling up my spear right now. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just here for the chests. And the items, which are all covered anyway. But, you know, you don't know that. I know that. But you as the hearer don't care. Let's see. Just gotta load the map up. These maps are so small. Way in the hollow area, it's like, oh my goodness, the map's so huge. This is like a tiny map compared to most of the hollow area maps. It really is. Most of the hollow area maps are at least twice this size. Alright. This map, so this particular zone is actually fairly large. The individual maps aren't necessarily large. Oh. I have to defeat these two guys. Oh, that's... Yeah, you're doing that. But the individual maps aren't necessarily large in this case. But the overall map in this case is actually pretty good size. Really? Made me kill 2 named monsters just to get some crystals. Teleport crystals aren't that rare. You can buy them. But sure, whatever. Whatever the developers want to do. Thanks. Just die. Alright. Map. I missed a spot. There's a spot back in the beginning that I missed. Can't do that. Aside from backtracking for the quests that I have to do, don't really want to have to backtrack the maps. Alright, so that's everything there. That's good. Always good stuff. But we'll see. Now, I don't know if any of the games are cross-play compatible. So I don't know if Fatal Bullet or some of the newer games, if you can play with somebody that's on PC from time to time. I haven't looked into it because I don't usually team up with anybody. Oh. That door won't open yet. I need to find the trigger somewhere else. Okay. There's that. Look, they're in my way. Just die. Ooh. Slime, you dodged me. Oh, no. How weird is that? Alright. Let's see here. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Just mapping out the morgue. just door opens. Well, I'm in the middle of a fight here. Let's see here. Now I can go back and grab my chest. And that's what it says. Nothing good. That's what it says. Nothing good. That's what it says. Probably nothing good. Inventory says I'm okay, I guess. Thankfully, we keep hitting stack items. Or items that automatically go to the inventory. Back home, so. Boss room. Sweet. After this, I can talk to Aquria.
Yo, yo.
それって
How is she doing anyway? She is... She's doing okay. Alright. Head back to town. Hey, found the bathroom.
つい
そうだな。
True town. And then... we're gonna have to... go to town.
キリトさん、
Oh
こんに
no!
ちは。この間はありがとうございました。おかげさまで街の中でできる効率のいいクエストが見つかりました。
Oh, she's on...
じゃあ、そろそろクエスト起動の時間なので、
Alright. So going doing quests is a good thing. Not that it matters, because it's not gonna affect her actual level. I don't want to know.
おかえりなさいませ。ご主
There's
人
the
様。
waitress.
キリト
Yeah, she's a waitress and she's cute. And she's gonna kill us.
おい、あの黒ずくめの男、メイドにセクハラか？俺たちのシリカちゃんを泣かせるなんて。
Now I'm in
今のは
trouble.
悪かったですけど、後をつけるなんてひどいですよ。
Gotta look at 18 minutes. Make exit count. Need to. Huh? Oh God. I'm sorry.
あの男、ストーカー行為まで。おのれ
I
け
haven't
ど
made
ね。
next counts. They changed all the rules. And no, I do not pay for
で
it.
すか。
BS.
私、
I see no point to it.
いえ、大丈夫です。キリトさんはお客様。
A lot of people are like, oh, you gotta pay for the checkbook. I'm like, why?
それでは
I don't have enough followers
じゃなかった。
to make it worth it my while to
メ
pay
ニュー
that
をど
bill.
うぞ。本日のおすすめは
And I also
アイクラオム
trust
ライス
them
と
to
アイクラ
maintain
カ
the
レーです
data sets.
特にオムライスがおすすめです。キリトさんのためな
Because
ら
they've had,
私いっぱい愛情を
since
かけ
they
ていますよ。
implemented the blue check for everybody, the system's been hacked
どうしてオムライスじゃないんですか？
several times, and they've lost a percentage of client data
そんな
to the hacks. Now, they have lost payment
む
information,
しろ喜んで
but they have lost other stuff.
アイク
シリカちゃん。ねえねえ、あの黒ずく。
いえ
な、んだと。
Now, over on X, you will not be able to send me a private message or direct message unless I'm following you.
ご主人様のためにシリカがこのケチャップでたっぷり愛しキリト
So you'll have to send me an open message saying, "Hey, I'm here."
そうですさあキリはーいこういう
Oh yes. Ah yes.
そんなにそれじゃあ一口だけおいしい本当においしいです
So if you go down my list and find this stream,
ですねここで
just
働
send
い
me
て
a
るの
message
に
saying, "Hey, it's
全然知ら
from
なかった
you
な
know
もう一口だけ一口
chat," and
口
I'll know who you are.
その
Oh yes.
はい
Just embarrassed the hell out of Silica.
大丈夫です
Yeah. That's one of the cuter scenes. Silica levels up. Really? They gave her a level? Oh yeah, they gave her a level. There's some levels. Cool. Right, so now I'm clear on that. The quest, the forest gift one is still not done.
よ
We're gonna have to go back and into the run and do that again. Here, what you got? Turn in. Pursuit of sweetness. Give me a mouse. This game is a little weird. It doesn't necessarily work properly. Haven't touched it since. It's much better. Same as you did before. If you follow the link in the description, it'll take you to my panel. Find the find this stream on my feed, and then just reply to that, and I will be able to follow you. Because I don't follow everybody over there because I got too many bots. Back when I was getting this avatar, I ended up getting a lot of spam bots. And I mean, a dozen a day or more. Trying to get me to buy their art. And it was all bots. It was all garbage. Back to Trader's Way. It was terrible. The art was terrible. The bots are bad. So, because of that, I closed my DMs.
何何
Because I didn't want to deal with
お
it.
兄ちゃんお兄ちゃんよろしく
Alright, so I'll get the text in a second. Take a look. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Now, assuming, let's just, actually, now this is the problem with X. Assuming it actually loads it. At some point, it will load it and notify me that that text exists. And right now, it's not there. Even though I see you reply to it, it's not showing it. And I don't know why. It's stupid. But if I don't get it, and if I don't reply with a hi, then I didn't get the text. I'll give it a minute, see if X decides to catch up. Amazing works almost as bad as... honestly, it didn't used to be that way. So, back in the early days, let's just start here. Back before they started jacking with the algorithm to promote whatever Elon Musk thought was we should see versus what we actually want to see. So, before the 2024 election, it was good. You got everything. Everything showed up all the time. You always saw it. If you were following somebody, you always had the thing. If they liked, followed, subscribed, whatever, you always got the thing. That's the thing. If you like that post, then so yeah, I'll kick that post into chat real quick. This particular one here, this is not the one you replied to. If you go ahead and like and comment on that one, I should be able to see it. It gets weird. But no, ever since the 2024 election, it's been bad. It's been really bad. Alright, now we're in the right area. Okay, it's ready to jump. This is what we thought. Okay. So, we need to find our mushroom in here. We're gonna do the left-hand job. See if we can find our mushroom. Because I need the mushroom in order to get this thing to let me do the boss. Otherwise it won't let me do the boss because I don't have all the information to make it. There it goes. Wait, did we get it? No, I need the rare mushroom. Okay. Oh, we got some edible mushroom. That's not good. Come on. There it is. Alright. Now we're good. And teleport. And we're out of here. Alright, go back to the 76th floor. It does, but it sounds like they're not reliable. The modern platforms are not reliable. They're not secure. It's all bad spaghetti code. And the worst part about it isn't just that it's poorly coded. It's that they leave so many bugs in the system that it's hackable.
なんだ
You know, they get hacked quite often. It's
よし
just, it's terrible. Your data is exposed to the world. It's customized to the whims and wills of whatever the owners and, no! I want to change that. No! Vita. Yes. Okay.
どうかな
Now I got Vita.
それで
And because of that, you have a lot of issues. It's quite terrible. But it is one of the few places you can go connect with people on topics and find new people you can connect with. But yeah, no, it's the comment about being, you know, just more bells and whistles, but nothing actually changes. That's all it has. Like the PS4 controller, the add of the Sense Pad, that addition was probably the best addition that they could add. Ah! That hurt. We just lost somebody. Trust me, we will probably lose people because I am, you know, they are underleveled. But I don't care. Because all raw in there. I've already lost one, so. Now, this game, though, when you reach the end of it, because it is loot-based, everything resets. First time you beat the game, you get Yuki. And you get everybody back. Yeah, it's just above you. That's the link to the post for this stream.
よし
了解
That's the X link for this stream.
アクティベートしてきたよ
Alright. Yeah, you can put your link in chat. Assuming it actually works.
ねえねえキリト君
There
その
shouldn't be
酒場
any
で
restrictions
期間
on
限
it.
定のメニューが
That'll
出て
run
るらしい
YouTube
よ
anyway.
なるほど
Just keep in mind it.
NPC レストランにしては本格的じゃないキノコのクリームパスタだよ一口食べてみる
But that's
それじゃ
okay.
あ私もキリト
And
君の
over
一
on
口
X,
もらっ
you'll
ちゃお
see
う
that I have
キリト君のも美味しい
moderate
限定メニュ
conversational
ーと言わ
group
ずずっと置いてく
where we
れない
talk
か
about
な
video games, we talk about miniatures, mostly Battletech,
どうぞ食べて
and some other context. But most of it's video games
お
or
二人
Battletech
仲いいですね
MechWarrior. That's pretty much the,
随分と
the
な
gist of what we talk
で
about.
も幸せオーラが出まくっていてうら
見ているこっちが恥ずかしくなるわね
So we got
ア
these
ス
two
ナさんと
floors
キリト
tonight.
君っていつもあんな感じなんですか
まああんな感じといえば
It's not bad.
へえまあ結婚してま ますしね。
Gonna add it to my YouTube anyway. Yeah, that's what llamas do.
私も初めて聞いた時は衝撃を受けました。結婚ね。
It doesn't like,
あ、別にお兄ちゃんじゃなくてキリト君。
おお、動揺しとる。
it's actually not useful. I mean, when you post YouTube
パパ
links
とママは相思相愛
back
ですよ。
before 2014, I'm sorry, 2024, when you post the YouTube link, it would
私、
um,
いつの間にかおばさん。
post the video, and you could play it directly in the window without
びっ
any
くりしちゃいますよね。
other issues. But in the current version of it, you post a
や
video
っ
over
ぱ
there.
りレベル差がそれほどなくて。
It's a
一緒
link
に
to
攻
YouTube.
略す
私に攻略と家事を両立する器用さがあれば。
私がキリト。
それを言ったら、でも現実では。
まあいろいろ。私たちは私たちでこうやって遠くから
Because they want you to use their video software, their hosting, and their stuff. So they make it to where everything else is, a problem or a chore. I don't care. I post the links.
よくわからないけど、
If people
そ
want
れ
to
が
watch
一
it,
番
they'll
でしょ
go
う
to the
ね。
platform that I like.
あそこに絡んでいくの
And I
はか
will
なり
post
使え
like
そう。
shorts and stuff
シルト
directly in
も
there.
いろんないわよね。いえ
But I'll also post the link to YouTube, where I also have those posted.
私は大いに色ありありのマシマシです。
Unfortunately, you connecting to YouTube doesn't help me any. But
あんたバッカスジュースを飲んだわね。
バッカスジュースはステ
yeah,
ータ
vodka's
スでは
just
なく、
wine.
ただ信号強化。
このシステム以上で
Oh yeah, this is the wine incident.
私たち。
いや戻れなくなったからでしょ。
違います。もう全然違う。
この子
受け身の姿勢でいても何も変わりません。私行ってきます。
どこ行くってのよ。キリ
Yeah, I
トさん
forgot
の
the
とこ
wine
ろ
incident.
で。
行っちゃった。
But no, if you want, you can link your ex link or
おかえ
your
りなさい。
at tag,
戦果は
and I'll pick it up.
クリームパスタ美味しかったです。
なんであんたも食べさせてもらってんのよ。そうじゃなくてキリトをかっさら
敵が硬くて。
まあだ
These girls.
はいはい。なんか納得。パパもママもみんなもずっと仲良しでいましょう。お兄
What
ちゃん
about spells? Eventually, I'll get a thing here. And oh, Sue, go
お
on,
兄ちゃん
go
たち
away.
はこの世界でずっと生活を送ってなんていうのかな、生活感があるっていうか、攻
Yeah.
略組プレイヤーに名を連ねる最強の戦士黒の剣。なんかお兄ち
This is a
ゃん、
long dialogue.
嬉しいの。
3 different conversations.
高校だってそれですい。うん。
And if you're actually playing this game
今でも
for
ま
the
だ
content, it's
ニュー
not
スで
bad
何
content.
人もの研
It
究
actually
者さんが
plays the
ナーブギアの解析を試みているそうなんだけど、やっぱりうん、そうだよね。このゲームのお兄ちゃん。
and it parallels the books the books and the anime kind of okay.
安心して。仕事で忙しくても
Though the games don't follow it
当
exactly.
然だよ。そばにいるのに。だからね。お兄ちゃん。
Like, this game pulls in some elements from the ALO arc.
他のゲームで遊んでたら突然。
And to explain why you're here and what happened. But not all of it. It's like parts of it, bits and pieces. It's interesting how they
お
drew it all
兄ちゃ
together.
んは何でもお見通しか。
Are you able to get that link? You did not paste a link into chat that I saw. But if you give me your @ handle, then I can look it up.
このアバターが ALO のものなのは本当。でも、きっかけがないっていうのは嘘。
So like, you know, if like Discord or just put the handle in there for your ex. And I can look you up.
そして、違う。好奇心なんかじゃないよ。私、他の病室の SAO 病室の私たちは家族なの。私、そんな生
And I can
活
try and figure out, okay,
耐え
what's
られる
on
と思う。
Now I will be back on with this game
だから
tomorrow.
私、大切なもの。
So, if all else fails, you know where I'll be tomorrow
これからは
around the same
一緒
time.
に私を置いて
And then on Saturday we'll be doing blueprints. Next week I'll be back to Friday and Saturday. Alright, I can grab that. Search. Find you. Same that, same name. There you go. I'm your first follower. And now you'll be able to see me and
お兄ちゃん
follow and poke and whatever.
もう一個だもう少しだけ今日だけだいや大人と
If we go at the same rate we're going through here,
うん
honestly, it
お兄ちゃん
starts
の
with your
手
first follow.
あったかい昔と同じ
The way it works. Put some posts out there, put some follows out there, and see what happens, see where it goes. 99.9999% or more of all people on social media will never see more than 1,000 followers.
うん
I am one of those people. Oh, Liz wants to talk to me. Next time, go to Liz's shop. Interested in performance. Okay. What I need to do is I need to sell a bunch of stuff off. Let's just empty out my inventory of everything I don't need to have on me. Because there's over 200 items. And you, whenever you go to do like crafting, whatever in this game, it pulls from your storage and from your inventory, so. No, I hate to send only what I can send. That one's full. So many of these are getting full. bought me a few spaces. There's a text, you on Discord, hopefully. That you find me. Okay. I will pick up your chat later. That's easier for me to find. To be honest. Right, now. If I...
いらっしゃい。なんだき。
Uh-huh.
じゃあ早いところ。
I really didn't want the business.
リズベットなら。
I just want to go
もうシリ
sell
カ
off.
リーズさん、例の噂、とっ
へえ。
ても素敵でしたよ。
Oh,
私も
okay.
やってみ
I'm
たい
gonna
って言
play.
って大道具とか小道具
そんな本格的なのじゃなく、じゃあ学
桃太郎と
Please.
か浦島太郎とか
You too. Have a good night. Like I said, I'm a fan of
あ
Fragment.
とは
It does take a little bit
白
to get
雪姫
into,
とか
but
シンデレラとか
if you like
西洋
crimes,
風の方が衣装はは
this game's
登
got
場
some
人
fun
物
stuff
を考
to
え
kick your
る
butt.
と白いほらパパ
And
が
so I'll be back with this tomorrow,
それなら
and we'll take
人
on
間関係で
the
決めるんじゃなくて
78, 79,
舞台をやり
and then we'll work on
さ
私はキリトと会ってそんなにそう考
next week when I
える
have
と
time.
確か
I'll
に
work on more floors.
じゃあリーズ
まあねえ
Being able to cover 2 a day isn't bad.
そう
It means it's gonna take me
ってなんだ
10,
今日は随分盛況じゃねえか
a lot of time.
さっき
へえ
白雪
白雪
その白い
なんだ
It's still gonna take me a lot of time.
まあ
ったくで
Because
キリトはどうするつもりなんだ
I'm not
だから
and on
私が一番敵に
Friday or Saturday.
あ
I
た
can
白
only
雪姫
do
は私だよ。そんなことないよ。
maybe,
ま
depending on how many story
それが
elements
一番
they forced down my throat. And how long they happen to be.
白
Because this time it's a long one.
これ
僕
I wish you could opt out of them.
なん
I mean, you could spam through it, but since it's active, at least the text come up long enough so people can read it.
まあ小人が7人か
王子様は
ピナだと
ああそんで連中
さあな
Thank you. And Egil is tied up with blue check marks, so I can't talk to him right now. Otherwise, he'll just be spamming me with more and more dialogue. What I can do is swing around the corner here to the weapon shop,
いら
and I can sell. Ah, these two are my big babies. Damaged water torch. Star, no. Yeah, that was too weak. You're too weak. You're too weak. I don't know. This one's probably one I'll use most. It's got the XP bonus. You're garbage. You're garbage. Yeah, if they're not rocking 450 or higher, it really isn't worth. Look at that bad boy. Let's see what it does for mine. In other words, with that 2 million, I don't keep it. Because only one part I'm out. keep the quarry mallet though. Never get rid of your quarry mallets. Do you say? I don't know if it's the best one there. Let me get all this stuff. My god, I've got to pick up a lot of spears. Those junk spears. I mean, I'm already using the best spear I can have. Bows. I only have one good bow. And don't sell you that. The armor stuff you can throw to storage, but now my armor's about 100. Yeah. Clear out the story elements. Iris 11. Maso. So the thing I have left to do is unload some more equipment that I don't need. I can put that in my storage bin. That's the big thing, is just put it in the storage bin. Like the armor and stuff. Leather bow I can actually get rid of. Because these items... only one, please? The dragon shield is the one I actually use. If you need to lower your gear, it's always good to have something on hand. So I usually carry is my black coat. Either the black coat or the nightmare coat. Depending on where I'm at, but the black coat's usually sufficient. I think this is down to 80 items, and most of that's over here usable. Because, frankly, you don't need it. You can go over here to usable, and honestly, you don't need most of this. Like these here. Yeah, no one's really in need of these, but you can carry so few of them. I see potions, I never use them. Stat potions, never use them. I can send all this stuff over there because I never use these things. Sweet flagons, don't use them. Block items, don't use them. actually smooth. Those are worth keeping, because those actually do heal. Those are worth keeping. These things, never use them. You can usually just wait out bleeding. It's usually just what I do anyway. Alright, so on that note, that's where we're gonna break for tonight. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and do the next 2 floors probably. Give ourselves, 78, 78, 79. And then we'll move on from there when I have the opportunity to come back to this one. Probably will be on, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what it comes out to. I might revert back to the Mech Warrior that I was playing before. I haven't decided yet. I'll figure that out over the next day or so. I'm going to do next week. But thank you for dropping in for those that did. It's greatly appreciated, and I will see you next time.